Welcome back once again to Liberty First Credit Union Arena on the community rink side. Caden McDermott, Matt McFadden, Nate Obrecht here with you for the series finale between Washington University and St. Louis and your Omaha Mavericks. Pucked up, moments away here in Ralston, Nebraska for the series finale. Wash U took game one, the series opener and first ever meeting between these two sides last night by a score of 7-3. They have the puck first in their own end and they'll bring it out. Up with it, Samuel Greco. He takes it over the line and fires a shot towards the cage of Kyle Wernley, the senior. Did not play last night, did not even suit up for the Mavs, but back in his cage today. Here comes Andrew Kozel. First time in the zone for the Mavs. Takes a shot. It's on the backside and goes wide left. Sprawling out for that one was Pellegrini, and WashU settles down the puck. They get it out to center ice. Race for the puck there, won by Chase Mann. He gets it to Kozel, who brings it quickly back in for Omaha. Taken off of his stick by Kornhaber, who starts up for the Bears out of St. Louis, Missouri. He gets the puck over to Hannon. Hannon brings it in, takes a shot, and Wernley covers up with the save. Cole Hannon, a goal and an assist last night for the senior out of Watchung, New Jersey. Played for the New Jersey Rockets, 18U AA out on the East Coast. Had one of 7 goals for Washington University last night and an assist to boot, as Hannon is up to 20 points in his 4th season with the Bears, as they are back on the attack in the offensive zone is WashU. Scarlet jerseys, white and silver trim on the sleeves and breezers, as bringing it back in for the Mavericks. Easton Newman takes a shot, shouldered away by Pellegrini to the point. DeSpirito couldn't keep it in, and on the rush is Haji. Amir Haji on the backhand takes a shot and scores. Crashing into the wall, it's Amir Haji, putting the Bears up by 1, just a minute and 11 seconds into the contest. Well, he leads the entire Mid-American Collegiate Hockey Association Silver East Division in scoring as he gets his 38th point, does Amir Haji, his 2nd goal of the weekend and 4th point of the weekend, and he puts the Bears up by 1 to start game 2. Charlie Shea brings it back in on the attack for the Mavericks. His pass intercepted. Jari gets it up ahead to Bartz. Crashing in on Kyle Wernley. The net is off of its mooring, and coming over top of Wernley is Bartz. Wernley taking some shots there at Bartz as the two are entangled there on the crease. The whistle blows as the net was knocked off. Bartz came crashing down on top of the senior netminder Kyle Wernley as Kyle tried to cover up for the save. That puck was somewhere there on the left side of the net. The whistle stops play. No penalties called there, and we'll get a reset to Wernley's right. Already 1-0 thanks to the 2nd goal of the weekend from Amir Haji, the freshman out of St. Louis, Missouri. Putting the Bears up early. As Omaha sends the puck all the way down. No icing on the call. It's picked up by Carazzola in his own end. Carazzola leaves it for Kenta Kato. Back onto the stick of McNamara, and he gets it out of the WashU zone. McNamara gets it into the zone. It's intercepted there by Caleb Williams, played out by Fories. He'll dump it down. Fories, the utility man, playing everywhere today. He'll split time on defense and offense for the Mavericks. Plays it out in front to Shea. He couldn't get his stick on it. The pass was a little bit behind him as it's played back out by Jari. Jari gives it on the right side. Shot in by Cato, and it's saved by Wernley. Played back out to the point to the stick of Bartz. Bartz tried to give it to Cato. It's intercepted by Hunsaker. Tried to bring it over the red line. It's poked off of his stick by Carazzola, who dumps it back down into the offensive zone for WashU. DeSpirito up with it. Gets it to Mann, who redirects it into the zone. Played back out quickly by the Bears, and DeSpirito regroups for the Mavs. 17-18 to go in the first. WashU leads 1-0 thanks to an early goal, a minute and 11 seconds in from Haji. WashU regroups in its own end. They clear it to neutral ice where it's grabbed by the Mavericks. Loose puck at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena logo. It's grabbed by Kozel and played up to Mann. Mann dumps it in. Shallowly, it's intercepted by Wash U. Playing it back out was Kornhaber. Dumped back into the zone. It's grabbed by the Bears. Out with it. 3-on-2 odd man rush. It's McNamara. Great back check from Kozel. Frees up the puck before McNamara is able to do anything with it in the offensive zone. Puck free on the near side. Mann, forward pass off the wall to Mercier. He's into the offensive zone, but outmanned. Brings it into the slot, shoots, and it's saved by Pellegrini. He leaves it there out front of his crease. Picked up by Sobel, but he can't clear the zone. Great pressure from Casey, who sends it on net. Redirected out front by Sobel. To the point. Can't keep it in as Fories has to track it back in his own end. Catching Washu on a line change. Here comes Camden Fories. On the backhand. Shoots the forehand. Shoots wide right. Bradley from the wall. Shoots. Blocked out in front by Greco. Clears the zone up ahead to D'Souza Chen. BDC takes a shot. Wide right. Didn't even test Wernley as Casey gathers on the near point. Down the near side wall into his own zone deeper is Charlie Casey as he retreats. Getting it to Fories. Sending a blind pass up. It's saved at the top of the point by the Bears and sent back down low. Hunsaker looking to break out once more for the Mavericks. Lifts it out to center ice where it's knocked down and controlled by Newman. Bringing it into the offensive zone. Newman takes a shot and it's off the face of the goaltender Pellegrini. Kozel sends it back down low. Newman can't catch up to it. The Bears get to it. Sending it off the boards and out of the zone. Williams sent it back in on the hand. And Connor Keene, the linesman, flags it. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone with 15:15 to go in the first. (1-1) our score as a face-off right here at center ice. Behind us, League One volleyball will begin its second night of home action here on the main ice. Last night they opened up in front of 4,000 fans. As bringing the puck in offside was Brock Wishberg. He had 2 goals in the game last night to lead the Bears. But tonight, Love Omaha, as they're called, will take on Love Atlanta at 7 p.m. on the main ice at Liberty First Credit Union Arena. As resident volleyball expert McKenna Rook whispers over that they are playing Love Austin, not Love Atlanta. They defeated Love Atlanta to begin the season. That's what it was, in Atlanta. Opened up with a victory over Love Madison last night. On the community side, we've got more hockey today, though. As 1-0, Washington leads the puck in their zone. Picked up by Carazzola. He starts the breakout, getting it all the way up to center ice, where Haji dives after it. Now collects the puck on the near side. Freed of it by Chase Mann. He dumps it down, where Mercier catches up with it below the red line. Played off of the puck by Kornhaber. Shot from the point in, and it's saved by Pellegrini. Fories from the top of the circle on the near side. To the slot. Takes a shot. Saved Pellegrini on the pad. Dumped back down low where Charlie Shea gathers for the Mavs. On the backhand, looking for Mercier. It was too far for his stick. To the point for Spirito. He sends a shot wide right. Picked up by Risberg. And Wash U clears the zone. Spirito quickly back down to Shea and in on the attack once more. Shea from the wall takes a shot. Saved Pellegrini with the chest. To his knees. Getting it back out is Kenta Cato. Up ahead to Jari. Jari looking across. Couldn't find Risberg. In his own zone, it's Shea. Taking it out. Loses it at neutral ice. And WashU collects it in their own zone. Picking it up, Kenta Cato. Senior out of New York, New York. Dumps it down. Icing waved off. And it's retrieved behind the cage by Jari for the Bears. Loses it to Hunsaker in the far corner. He plays it behind the cage to Mason Beth. Over to Shea. Pressure on the wall. He loses it. Washington University picks the puck up, ringing it around the back wall. Spirito there for Omaha to gather and switch the ice. To the near side for Shea. He clears the zone. Up ahead to Fories, who gets to the red line and dumps it in. Pellegrini stops it behind the cage. 12:45 to go in the first. 1-0 our score. Washington leads Omaha. Back on the attack, it's Cato. Dumping it down low for Jari. Sending it out front. No one was home, and it cleared all the way back to the Bears' defensive zone. Regrouping there is Ramey. He dumps it in where Omaha gathers. Playing it between the legs of official J.R. Walker. Omaha is able to get it to neutral ice. Cassioppo dumps it down in as the Mavericks were offside. He hits Casey in the shin pads, and the whistle blows. Washington University in the driver's seat in the MACHA Silver East Division. They currently lead with 16 points and just one conference game remaining for the Bears. They're looking to be one of the 4 teams punching their ticket from the East. As Williams sends a shot from the red line in, Pellegrini has to play it off his chest and cover up, holding for a whistle to his left. Omaha, on the other hand, fighting for a chance to make it to Maryville. They're currently in 5th place on the outside looking in of the divisional picture. Missouri State locked up the division last night with a win over Dort. Dort will take 2nd place, and Nebraska is locked in to either 3rd or 4th place. That means the final spot, it's up to Dallas Baptist, Creighton, and Omaha to determine who will take the 4th spot for the MACHA West in the playoffs coming up at the end of February. More hockey to play in the regular season, though, as the puck below the red line of Kyle Wernley in the offensive zone for Washington University. To the near corner, 2-a-side battle for it. Lifted up over a man and out to Charlie Shea. Shea 1-on-2 against the Washington defense. He brings it below the red line, sends it out in front. No one was home as Omaha headed off for a line change. Out with it comes Ramey, dumping it into the offensive zone for the Bears. It's picked up by Beth. Loose with the puck by Carazzola behind the cage. Carazzola played off of it by Kozel, but the net knocked off again, and we'll have a whistle freeing up play. The Bears have been in the MACHA tournament each of the last 2 seasons. Of course, Omaha made its debut in the MACHA playoffs last year. Both seasons, Washington University has been bounced in the first round, even though 22-23, they were the overall number 1 seed as they won the Silver, then North Division. Kozel brings it on the attack for Omaha, leaves it there for Mann. Mann takes a shot, blocked out in front. Still there in the slot. WashU clears to the wall. Out to the point, Despirito sends it down to Mercier. Shoots. Save made by Pellegrini. Delayed penalty coming up on WashU. Wernley to the bench. Extra attacker on. Next time WashU touches it, the whistle will blow. Kozel on the near wall. Sends it out to the point for Beth. Out to Kozel. Looks, shoots. It ramps off a stick and goes up into the netting. Play stops with 10:30 to go in the first, and we'll get our first penalty of the game. So at 9:30 of the first, Cole Hannon out of Watchung, New Jersey, headed off to the box for a cross check. This will put the Mavericks to the power play for the first time tonight. They were 1 for 3 in attempts last night on the man advantage, putting their total to 10 for 81 on the season. Face-off played right out of the zone on the offensive end for Omaha, and they'll regroup at center ice. Kozel up ahead to Mercier, and Omaha looks to get set up in the offensive zone. Across to Hunsaker. In on the escape blade of Voorhees. He couldn't put it home. Hunsaker there to Mercier. He takes a shot. Pellegrini with the save. Out to the point for Mann. Played back down low. Intercepted by WashU. Pinched along the wall by Hunsaker. Puck freed up to Voorhees. Voorhees heading to the top of the zone. Leaves it for Kozel, who walks back in. Shoot! Glove save. Pellegrini. He clears to the far wall. Voorhees on it there for Omaha. Goes down low, looking up high, and it's cleared all the way down the ice on the attack by the Mavericks. Warnley pins it behind the red line with 1:10 to go on the man advantage. Behind the cage, Mann leaves it for Kozel across to Hunsaker. Skips over his stick blade, but he's across the blue line and into the offensive zone. The sides collide along the wall there. Omaha takes possession. Near wall, it's Kozel. Looking to the top of the zone, he gets it across to Mercier. Back to Kozel, top of the zone. Shoots it, chips a couple of times and goes wide right. Tracking it there to the near corner is Chase Mann. Back out to the point, around it goes once more for Kozel. Sends another shot in, that one's wide left. Clearing attempt, thwarted. McNamara was on the attack, but Voorhees with a great stick lift, and Omaha gets the puck in the near corner. Hunsaker tried to send it out to the slot, intercepted by D'Souza Chen, and he sends it the length of the ice. 15 seconds remain on the man advantage for the Mavericks. It's played up to Hunsaker. He brings it in, makes a move around one defenseman. The puck whacked off of his stick. Played to the corner by Nate Miller. Kozel to Beth. Opposite side for Shea. Back to full strength are the Bears. 0 for 1 on the power play are the Mavs. Still with the puck in the offensive zone. Beth with a point. Sends it back on net. Wide left is the shot. May have hit a couple of bodies out there. Hunsaker tracks it back down for the Mavs on the near wall. Turns. Backhand to the Spirito. Sends one wide right. Way wide. And Beth has to track it to the opposite point. Shea on the puck. Played off of it. Kept in at the zone by Beth with a great poke check. Down low, Haji rings it off the glass and gets it to center ice. DeSpirito quickly lifts it back down in, where Carazola gathers for the Bears. Up ahead to Hannon. Hannon tried to bring it into the offensive zone, but Haji couldn't keep his foot on that blue line, and we'll get a whistle with 7:43 to go in the first. Wait, they like your fingers. They trying to throw mine out. Whistle blows as without the top half of his gear is Darren Pellegrini. Resetting the chest protector and maybe some of the straps back there is Pellegrini, as he is without a jersey or any of the top half of his gear, and will have a halt of play. Those goalie jerseys are not easy to pull over the pads that the netminders have to wear to protect them from the 2.5 ounces of frozen rubber that flies at them more than 30 times a game. Pellegrini, in fact, made a career-high 43 saves earlier this year in a win over Illinois State. He has not played since December the 7th. That's a couple of shots ring in wide. McNamara keeps it in just for a moment as the Mavericks clear back out. It goes all the way down and becomes an icing, as touching up for that one is Elfenbein. And we'll get a face-off to the left of Kyle Wernley. Still messing with the equipment down there is Pellegrini, as he's got his gloves and helmet off again. Face off on the near wall. The offensive zone for WashU and a quick shot off the draw. Save made by Wernley. Samuel Greco with a trying chance off the face-off. To the point. Kept in by Sobel. He sends it all the way down low, where it's picked up by Risberg. Risberg to Greco. Greco takes a shot. Sticked away by Patchen out front. Great play from the freshman Eddie Patchen out of Fremont. It's played all the way back down to the Bears' defensive zone, where Carazola gathers for WashU. Sending it all the way up the ice. It's intercepted by the Mavericks. DeSpirito dumps it down back into the offensive zone. Picked up by Sobel. He gives it across to Carazola, and back up come the Bears. Misplay at center ice. It's intercepted by Mann, and Omaha gains possession. Back to Beth in the D zone. He gives it to DeSpirito. Off the stick of Kozel and in again. Quickly intercepted by Kenta Cato, but on the attack from Omaha is Mercier. Frees that puck below the red line. Carazzola intercepts it off of his stick. They can't clear, though. It's a great play from Despirito. Keeps the puck in. Below the red line, Mercier pins his man along that back wall. He gains possession of the puck, battling there with Sobel. Out with it come the Mavericks. Kozel back down low to Mercier. Looking out front. Cross ice. It goes behind the cage where it's gathered by the Bears, who clear their own zone. Ma takes it up the ice. Bradley Ma, the sophomore out of Vernon Hills, New Jersey. Below the red line. Brings it out front. Takes a shot. Save made Wernley. Again, it's Ramey. Over to Kornbecker. Intercepted by Mercier, and here come the Mavericks. 2-on-3. Mercier dancing around a couple of guys. Makes a move, shoots, and it's off the crossbar. Back the other way come the Bears. Great chance for the Mavericks as the Bears bring it back into the offensive zone. Blocker saved by Wernley, stopping Way Henrys. From the point, another drive comes in, and Wernley covers up with 5:24 to go in the first. Still 1-0 game. That goal coming 1 minute and 11 seconds in off the stick of Amir Haji. Nothing since from either side, as Washington University took the game last night by a score of 7-3. They win the offensive zone draw, but Omaha, great battle to gain possession. It's picked up by Shea, across to Hunsaker. Back to Shea on the back door. Great defense from Carazzola to keep that one from testing Pellegrini. Back with it come the Bears. Sending it on towards the net was Bart. Great defense from the Mavs, getting it back to neutral ice. Quickly dumping it back in. It's gathered by Williams. Looking to Shea. He couldn't find it, and it's all the way down. Carazzola retrieves in his own end. Gets it up to Sobel. It's intercepted by the Mavs at the line. Great diving stop by Voorhees to Shea. Across to Hunsaker with a shot. Diving across was Cato. He gets his stick on it. Another try from Shea and a save with a shoulder by Pellegrini. Another chance from Voorhees, and he's tackled in front of the net as he tried to get that shot off. Wash U clears to center. Omaha tracks it down there. Great back check from Charlie Shea. Williams sends it on net to Pellegrini. He doesn't have a stick. He covers up with the blocker and holds for a whistle. 3 great chances in quick succession there for the Mavericks as Hunsaker and Shea entered in on the attack. Then Voorhees had a chance on the rebound, but taken down by a couple of Bears before he could get the shot off. And now a draw to the right of Darren Pellegrini. It's back behind the cage. Newman sends it out front. Played away from danger by the Bears. Out to the point for Despirito. Keeps it in at the blue line, just barely dumping it back down low. It rings around the back wall to the far side. Bradley sends it back across to Cassiopo on the near. To Despirito at the point. Chipped out in front. Newman with a shot. Save made Pellegrini. Out with it come the Bears. D'Souza Chen gets it to Greco. Back to D'Souza Chen and a shot wide left. Couldn't get all on it. And Omaha takes possession. Freed up behind the cage. D'Souza Chen couldn't get a shot off in the slot. Great pressure from Cassiopo as he takes the puck back into the offensive zone. Intercepted as he crosses the line. Hannon sends it across for Greco. He couldn't catch up to the pass. Beth takes it the other way for Omaha. Getting it up to Newman. Newman waits. Getting a lot of pressure from Greco, who sends it back across the ice. No one home for the Bears, and Omaha gains possession. Caleb Williams out of his own end. Dumps it down after getting it across the center ice line. Picked up by Sobel. Sobel to D'Souza Chen. Now to Amir Haji. Haji 1-on-3. Curls around. Looking for Risberg. He couldn't catch up to it. Sobel takes it outside of the zone and dumps it back in. Eddie Patchen with a little bit of time and space to work. Looking for Mercier. He couldn't find it. And it goes all the way down where Sobel gathers once more for the Bears. Pass behind to Robinson. Across to Ma. Bradley Ma into the zone. Takes a shot. Save Wernley. Near corner. He leaves it behind for Haji. Out in front. Couldn't find that pass was Risberg. And here comes Mercier for the Mavs. Mercier Back to Kozel. He shoots, and it's a save made by Pellegrini. Omaha still on the attack. Below the line. To the point for Despirito. Shot saved. On the rebound, it's Kozel with a drive, and it's in! Andrew Kozel ties this one up with 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the period. Maverick fans going crazy after the equalizer from Andrew Kozel, who now has his 15th goal of the season to lead all the Mavericks in scoring this year. That one coming at 17:54. Assist from Despirito and Shea. Out with it comes Voorhees. Played off the puck in the neutral zone. Omaha still with it. Hunsaker brings it into the offensive end. As he enters, it's intercepted by Rainey. He dumps it down, blocked by Williams. He lifts it up into the air. It's into the neutral zone and dumped back into the offensive end for the Bears by Berkowitz. To the near wall. Shea on the puck for the Mavericks. Gives it to Hunsaker. And Troy starts up with it. Hunsaker in on the attack. Leaves it up front for Shea. And a great save by Pellegrini. What a pass from the captain, Hunsaker, to Charlie Shea, who was waiting right there, wide open in the slot. And a great save with the blocker by Pellegrini, keeping that puck out of the net and keeping this one tied. One to one our score. Andrew Kozel, his 55th goal in 61 career games as a Maverick. He's got the puck again below the red line. It's rung around for Despirito at the point. Blocker save by Pellegrini, and it's knocked back down to the near wall. Getting that puck out is Cole Hannon. Up ahead to Brandon D'Souza Chen. BDC in on the attack on the backhand. Save made Warnley, and he'll cover up and hold with a whistle. 40.5 seconds to go in the first. Despirito sent that shot in that Kozel ended up sending home on the rebound. For Despirito, his second assist of the season. Second point for the freshman out of Omaha in his 25th game of the year. The Mavs win the draw on their own end. Man, can't get it out of the zone. Played back in by Hannon. Takes a shot. Glove save Warnley. It's somewhere on the red line and played out. No goal there. Great defense from Despirito and Warnley, who is still down in that Maverick crease. That glove, hand, wrist has been bugging Warnley all year. And down again, right on that goal crease, is Kyle Warnley with 28.2 seconds remaining in the first. Warnley collects his gear, his helmet, glove, and blocker, grabs his stick from behind the post, and settles back in to applause from the crowd, cheering on the netminder, who has appeared in 42 of 81 career games in ACHA Mavericks history. He's played over half of them, and the puck right out front, and a goal by the Bears. Just 21 seconds remain in the period. Brandon D'Souza Chen, his 10th goal of the year, puts the Bears back up in front at the 19-minute, 39-second mark. BDC off the assist from Hannon. Puts the Bears back in front by a score of 2-1 with just 20 seconds remaining in the period. Omaha flicks this one up ahead. Washington University grabs it and sends it all the way down. Icing waved off by Connor Keene, the linesman. Beth gathers behind the net with 10. Now 5. It's Shea losing it there to Hannon. Takes a shot, saved Hornley. The whistle blows and the horn sounds. Not sure if they'll want to put those 0.3 seconds back up on the clock or if we're content to let the period end here. After the first, it's 2-1. Washington leads Omaha. As we'll be back on the UNO ACHA Mavericks YouTube stream for period number 2 right after this. We had to turn that horn down after Thursday night. The BPHL guys were like, place here. I know high school sometimes. Junior Lancers, BPHL, and a couple of smaller beer and pretzel league. They have some former Mavs players. Shit, we're back on. Welcome back to Liberty First Credit Union Arena here in Ralston, Nebraska, period number 2. Alongside Caden McDermott and Matt McFadden, Nate Obrecht here with you. We have a 2-1 game. Washington University, the Bears out of St. Louis, Missouri, lead your Omaha Mavericks after the first period of play. They got a opening goal a minute and 11 seconds in from Amir Haji. It's his team leading 38th point of the year as he nets his 15th goal. Omaha briefly tied it up at the 17:54 mark. Andrew Kozel put in his team leading 15th goal as he's now 3 points shy of 100 in his career with the Mavs. Then with just 21 seconds remaining in the period, Brandon D'Souza Chen, a freshman out of Louisville, Colorado, he untied the game and put us where we are now at 2-1. Last night in the second period, we started out at a deadlock 2-2. Washington University got a goal just 3 minutes into the second before Hunsaker tied the game up at 3, and that was the last time the Mavs would score. As from that point, Washington University 4 unanswered to take a 7-3 decision in last night's contest. Here today, the Mavericks are hoping for a little bit better results in the second period, as they were outscored 4-1 last night. Back for the second set of 20 for this side. Washington University clambering their sticks on the bench before the face-off draw. Many youth hockey teams have started following that tradition as Forey sends a shot in from the point, blocked off the shin pad of Cato. Behind the red line, big hit from Mann, frees the puck up. He gets it to the corner for Kozel. Back behind the red line, it rings along the top of the dasher, and Mercier gets it on the near wall. Tried to send it back down low. It's intercepted by WashU, and they'll get it out. Great defense from Hunsaker in the neutral zone, gets it to Mercier. To Kozel and in. Mercier below the red line. Leaves it behind for Kozel, who couldn't get a shot on it. It was on the backhand, just too far for his stick. To the near wall it goes for Mann. Sends it out front to Mercier. Oh, with a shot, and it's saved by Pellegrini. Mercier couldn't get his all on the shot. Great defense there from Luke Kornhaber, as he was able to poke that one free from Mercier. It went on net of Pellegrini, who covered up for the whistle. 44 seconds into the first. 2-1 our score. The Bears lead the Mavericks here in Ralston. The arena, built in 2012, is home to the Omaha Lancers of the USHL, the Omaha Beef of the National Arena Football League, and now League One Volleyball, as Love Omaha has taken center stage here at 72nd and Q. Behind the red line, out in front to Cassiopo, shot with a rebound, and 2 great saves from Pellegrini. Still out in front for Bradley, and he can't send it home with wide right. To the corner. The Bears are able to clear the zone. It's out to center ice where Beth touches up, and as he does, a penalty called on the Mavericks. It's Bradley skating off for the Mavs. Just a minute and 14 seconds into the second. The call is hooking, and it will put the Bears on their first power play of the game. They were 1 for 4 a night ago. And Omaha clears the zone right away on the penalty kill to start. It's their first time tonight being a man down. Out of the zone, Bradley Ma leaves it behind for Amir Haji. He has his puck knocked off of his own stick by a flying stick of Bradley Ma. Omaha takes possession in the neutral zone. Voorhees leaves it behind for Mann. He's into the offensive zone and dumps it to the near corner. Met there by Hannon. He starts up the near side, giving the puck to Haji, who brings it into the offensive zone for the Bears. Haji to the near corner. Stops. Looks back to the top of the zone. Now starts towards the net front. Takes a shot wide right. It rings around the wall. Catching it there just before it leaves the zone is Greco. He rings it back around the back wall for Haji once more. Poked off of his stick by Hunsaker. Freed up. Given to Mann. Couldn't clear the zone. Now it's played out by Mann. Great diving effort by Hannon along the blue line to keep that puck in for just a moment. Now it's to Haji as the puck brought back in. Sent towards the net as a delayed call coming up on the Mavericks. Hunsaker touches up. As with 48 seconds remaining on the penalty to Barrett Bradley, another Mav is headed to the box. At 2:27 of the second, Hunsaker off for interference. It'll put the Mavs at a two-man disadvantage and give the Bears a 5-on-3 power play for the next 48 seconds. As Bradley and Hunsaker in the box for Omaha. Kozel, great job winning that draw and clears the zone on the man advantage, the two-man disadvantage. As Greco plays it back to Kenta Cato. Back to Brandon D'Souza Chen. He's over the line. Looks to the point. To Cato. Cato along the near wall. Pressured by Mercier. He gets it down low. To the slot. Errant shot. Couldn't get all on it. And it's to Greco. Mercier, great pressure there. And he clears the zone. All the way down. Andrew Kozel's going to be the first one to it. He stops, shoots. Save made by Pellegrini as he knocks the net off in the process. It goes all the way down where Despirito gathers. Fans on the clearance. And it's picked up by Sobel in the far corner. On the attack are the Bears. Sobel gets it out to the point for Ma. One man out of the box for the Mavs as the shot comes in. Save made Wormley. Down low, it's Greco. Greco along the red line to the backhand. Sends it out in front to D'Souza Chen on the backhand. Takes a shot. Blocked away by Kozel. Below the zone. Picked up along the wall. Sent up the far side to D'Souza Chen and now to the point for Ma. Intercepted by Kozel. He starts the other way across the red line and now the blue. Kozel into the offensive zone, short-handed with 43 seconds on the man disadvantage. Sends it out front to Mercier. He can't catch up to the pass. Logan Mercier on the puck. Sends a shot towards Kozel. And it's redirected out and up into the netting with 35 seconds to go on the power play for Washington. With that shot, Omaha is now up to 20 shots in the game compared to 16 for Washington. They are 35 seconds from killing their third power play of the game. Washington wins the draw on the attack for another 25 seconds. They can't clear the zone. Great forecheck on the penalty kill from Charlie Shea. Finally, WashU's able to get it to the blue line, but Omaha, great intercept there. Dumping it all the way down is Chase Mann with 10 seconds to go on the power play. Retreating to his own zone is Amir Haji with 7 seconds on the man advantage. Haji goes back even further as Mann on the attack for Omaha. Looking for Ma. He can't find him. It goes all the way down. Mason Beth tracks it down as the Mavericks are back to full strength. Back-to-back penalty kills. They were once down 5-on-3. No goals for WashU and Omaha. Successful on both penalty kills to start the game. It's Voorhees ringing it off the glass hard, getting it to neutral ice. But Washington was able to send it back the other way. Shea dumps it down in on the attack. First to it there is Haji. Sends it behind for Hannon. It's back to Haji. Hunsaker meets him there and frees the puck up to the point. Dumping it down low is Williams. Behind the cage, Shea meets the puck possessors for the Bears and forces the puck free to the point. Shot in from Williams. Hunsaker picks it up, gets it to Forys, walks in, winds up, looks to pass it to Newman. He couldn't find him. Newman tracks it down in the corner, below the zone. Tries to find Shea out front. It's intercepted by the Bears. Here comes Haji, taken down, and another penalty coming up on the Mavericks. As Haji was trying to leave his own zone and start up for the Bears, Hunsaker got a hold of his skates, and back to the box goes the captain, Troy Hunsaker, tripping the call at 5:33 of the second. Third power play of the game for the Bears. 0 for 2 so far. Out to the point. Cato across to Risberg. Shot deflects off the stick of Wernley up into the netting, and it goes for a whistle. It goes up into the netting right in front of that National Champions banner that hangs here at Liberty First Credit Union Arena on the community rink, the home of the Omaha Junior Lancers. Coach Harahill in that photo, then the head coach of the National Champion Lancers in 2021. He's now in his second year with the Mavericks after playing and coaching for OJL. Out to the point, Kenta Cato. Across to Risberg. Holds, sends it back to Greco. Sam Greco in the far corner, back up to the point for Kenta Cato. To the top of the circle, it's intercepted. Mercier deflects it out to Kozel. Kozel sweeps it ahead. Taken down there by Cato, who collects the puck and sends it up ahead to D'Souza Chen. Back to Ethan Sobel. He can't control it. It's poked off of his stick by Mercier. Kozel gets to it and clears to the point. Cato sends a shot in from there, deflected by Mercier to the far corner. Picked up by Greco. He'll ring it around to the near wall. Grabbed there by Risberg, sent down low to Sobel. Sobel pinned up along the wall by Beth. Leaves it there for Risberg. Out front for D'Souza Chen. And a save made by Wernley. He covers and takes an extra jab from Risberg as he holds for the whistle. Washington University has been very aggressive on the glove hand of Kyle Wernley. We already saw him down once earlier in the game after making a reach-around save right along the goal line and then getting his glove hand speared by a forechecker of the Bears. The Bears still on the power play as Bradley Ma at the point sends it across and a shot in, save Wernley. Ma gathers once more at the circle, takes a shot, shin pad blocked by Camden Forys, and it's out to the point. Another one comes in from Hannon, deflected out front as Forys down to a knee. Grabbed by Haji, shot in, glove save Wernley. Couldn't control it. That glove hand has to be hurting a lot after multiple spearing attempts from the Washington University Bears. Errant pass off the skate blade of Hannon, picked back up and brought into the zone. Hannon from the point. Shoots one in. Blocker save Wernley. Rebound try. Sent wide left. To the near corner is Omaha. Back to full strength. David Olson letting this crowd know. Sent out to Charlie Shea. 2-on-1 come the Mavs. Shea looks, shoots, blocker save Pellegrini. It's behind the cage. Hunsaker delivers a huge hit there and frees the puck up to the point for Forys. Shot in. Save made Pellegrini. Grabbed there by Hannon. To the near corner, he lifts it up over the head of Forys. It hits the netting, not seen by the linesman, so no whistle called for a puck out of play. It's all the way down to the Mavericks defensive zone. Forys dives at it, sweeps it out. Newman knocks it down. It's picked up by D'Souza Chen. Into the offensive zone. D'Souza Chen taking a shot, and the glove save Wernley, taking a face full of snow from Patrick Bartz in the process. But Kyle covers up with 11:47 to go in a 2-1 game. No goals this period. Omaha, 3 for 3 on the penalty kill to keep the puck out of their own net. And is now back to 5-on-5 action. They look to maybe get some offense going here in the second. Only 2 shots this period for Omaha, and now 6 for Washington University. Draw 1 by Cato for the Bears, but Omaha, great support from Williams to get that puck back. It's out of their own zone. Retrieving it is Elfenbein for the Bears. He sends it all the way down as Williams touches up, icing the call, and the puck will head down to the Mavericks offensive zone. Omaha has an off week next weekend. They will be back in action on Friday, the 7th of February in Sioux Center, Iowa, as they wrap up the season series with the Dordt Defenders. Of course, the last time Dordt and Omaha met was on December the 7th when the Mavericks won 2-1. Shot in from a sharp angle, and it's save made by Wormley, covering up that trying attempt from Greco as he sent that one from nearly the goal line. Samuel Greco, the junior out of St. Charles, Illinois, played his high school days for the Marmion Academy Cadets in the Chicago Catholic Hockey League. His brother Michael, a sophomore on this squad, doing the broadcast on the Washington University stream today. Thank you all for tuning in to the UNO ACHA Mavericks stream today on YouTube, wherever you're watching us. Puck down low, Brandon D'Souza Chen leaves it there for Sam Greco. The Illinois native takes a shot, and it's saved by Wormley. Mercier plays that one up, kept in at the line. Great play from Risberg, sending it back down low where Despirito gathers for the Mavs. Despirito with an assist tonight, his second of the season. Gets it to Beth, who can't clear the zone. Kept in by Risberg. Left there for Greco. Greco tried to give and go with Risberg. It's intercepted by the Mavs, who send it all the way down. That one might go on net of Pellegrini and does. Oh my goodness, an errant pass deflects off of the shin pad of McNamara and a turnover from the Bears. That was nearly trouble for Wash U as Pellegrini looked up the ice and it was deflected back out down. Mercier sends it out front. Man with a shot. Save made. Pellegrini still loose somewhere in front there, and it's deflected out by the Bears. Here comes Jerry with a chance as he brings it into the offensive zone, stopping there, sending it wide right. It rings around where it's picked up by Charlie Shea for the Mavericks. Shea in on the attack, takes a shot. Save made. Pellegrini with the pad. Juicy rebound, leaks all the way out to neutral ice, where Despirito sends it back in on the backhand. Picked up by Jari. Sends it screaming up the near wall ahead for Bart, who couldn't catch up to the pass, and it goes for an icing as Caleb Williams touches up with 9:40 to go, just over the halfway point of this game. Still 2-1 our score. Washington leads Omaha. Draw one of the defensive zone by Washington. It's picked up by Carazzola, who sends it all the way up and out. Back in. The Mavericks take the puck. Gathering it there is Carazzola, giving it up ahead to Cato. Cato couldn't beat the Maverick defense, sends it off the post and behind the cage. Gathered there by Bart, looking out front, intercepted by Shea. He'll take it out of the zone. Shea gets over that blue line and lifts it further. Picked up by McNamara. Having trouble getting it up ahead. Now does to Jari. Off of the stanchion. It's picked up by Omaha. Hunsaker in his own zone. Across to Eddie Patchen. He sends it back up to Hunsaker. Chips it along for Charlie Shea, who's into the zone. Stops there before the red line. Looked out front. It's intercepted by Risberg. Risberg out ahead to McNamara to Amir Haji. Leaving it there for Risberg. Looking back to Haji. Blown up in front by Hunsaker. Penalty call on the play. The puck was in his skates. As the Washington fans, a small but mighty contingency on the East grandstand, take exception to that hit from Hunsaker as Haji skates off helmetless. And Hunsaker will skate back to the box. Interesting to see what the call will be here. Hunsaker met Haji as soon as he touched the puck, No signal from our Orange Bandit official, J.R. Waller, yet, as he discusses with linesman Connor Keene the penalty. And Coach Harrihill calls his men over to the Maverick bench. Here comes the official word from J.R. Waller. The captains converge with J.R. Waller and Connor Keene. Mercier talking with the official, asking what he'd seen and what he'd called. Hunsaker with his third penalty of the game, as maybe that is some of the deliberation. As now Coach Harrihill wants a word in with J.R. Waller. The signal from the box was roughing. The official has not given a signal at all. As Haji, back to his feet and his helmet on, as it looks like Hunsaker being given a 5-minute major penalty for the hit on Haji. Haji had his head down in the slot. Hunsaker came and gave him a hit, freeing him up of the puck. I'm really not sure what the call was there. The official never gave a signal. But Hunsaker in the box for 5 minutes, and this a major penalty. Charging the announcement from David Olson, our public address announcer, as a 5-minute major penalty for Washington here. Shot from the point from Risberg. Save made Wernley. To the corner for Patrick Bartz. Out to the point. A shot in from Hannon. Another rebound. Great save from Wernley with the glove. He flicks it up for the whistle, and a freeze of play with 8:02 to go. The major penalty on Hunsaker means that should the Bears score on this man advantage, the Mavericks will not be back to full strength. It will be a full 5 minutes of 4-on-5 before the Mavericks are let back out of the box. Shot from the point. Great job seeing that through the screen is Kyle Wernley, and he covers up again for a whistle. As Omaha now 4 penalties in this period. They took 4 last night and killed 3 out of the 4 penalty kills they were given. The draw 1 back. Played by Bradley Ma down low on that far wall to Amir Haji. Looks perfectly fine after taking that charge from Troy Hunsaker. To Ma, right out in front for Risberg. Still somewhere loose in the front. Blocked down by Mann and sent out of the zone by the Mavericks. All the way down. Just 1 minute killed on this 5-minute major given to Troy Hunsaker for charging. As the puck sent up ahead to Patrick Bartz. Taken down by Charlie Shea. Puck played up ahead and cleared. All the way down. Cole Hannon has to take it from his own zone and dump it back into the offensive end for the Bears. To the point. It's collected by Ma. Sent down low to Patrick Bartz. Bartz back up high to Hannon. Cross ice looking for Haji. Makes a move. Takes a hit by Fories. Fories. No call on that one, surprisingly enough, as DeSpirito sends it all the way down. Tipped with a high stick. No whistle on the high stick call. That was a clear as day high stick on the blue line from the Bears. That should have been a face-off in the defensive zone of Wash U. Instead, it's a 2-on-1 odd man rush. To the point, Sobel shoots. It's blocked by his own man in front. Tracks down his own rebound. Brings it up the near wall. Picked up by Samuel Greco along the blue line. To the top of the zone. Leaves it there for Cato. Across ice to the far corner. Finding Way Henrys. Quinton Way Henrys. Plays it up to D'Souza Chen at the point. Intercepted off of his stick. Grabbed by Fories and cleared the length of the ice on net to Darren Pellegrini, who sends it behind his own cage. That counts as just the fifth shot of the period for the Mavericks. As back the other way comes Kenta Cato for the Bears. Poke checked off of his stick, right onto that of Samuel Greco. Takes a shot off the left pipe. Tracking it down is Beth. Clears the zone with 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on the major penalty to Troy Hunsaker. Omaha good so far, as nearly losing his footing is Kenta Cato as he retreats in his own end. Leaves it there for Brendan D'Souza Chen. Played at Liberty First Credit Union Arena right here on this ice with Monarch Coyotes. Gives it to Kenta Cato, who takes a shot. Cato retreats again, leaving it there for D'Souza Chen. D'Souza Chen, a former Monarch Coyote, last season played Omaha Mastery right here on this ice in the Omaha Lancers Showcase. Dump back down. On the penalty kill, it's Mercier. Mercier stops along the near wall in the offensive zone. 1-on-5 is Logan Mercier. He takes a shot. Save made by Pellegrini. Gathering the rebound is Hannon. Then he sends it up the near wall. Finding Brock Risberg. Nearly gets himself offside. Loses the puck along the blue line and it's through to center. Shea sends it along a little bit further before Risberg gathers once more. Finding Greco, who gets it into the offensive zone for Washington. Greco along the far wall. Omaha gets to it and sends it all the way down. Great play by Chase Mann as we're under 5 minutes to go in the period. 1 minute left on the power play for Washington. Puck's in all the way up. Bartz couldn't touch it. And as Beth touches up, we'll get icing called on Washington. Puck all the way down into the offensive zone for Omaha with 55 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Their fourth of the game. So far, 3 for 3 tonight. This one a long one. 5 minutes as Hunsaker headed to the box. 11 minutes and 20 seconds into the period for charging. Omaha gets possession of the puck on the penalty kill in the offensive zone. Charlie Shea to the corner on the forecheck. Puck freed up to Hannon. Over to Haji. Into the offensive zone. It's Haji. Takes a shot. Save Wormley and he covers. 38 seconds remain on the Bears power play. Wash U now just 1 for 7 on the power play chance in their 8th attempt of the weekend. Haji wins the draw back to the point for Hannon. Across to Bradley Mobb. To the point, Hannon to Haji. Great stick lift by DeSpirito, and he sends it all the way down. Under 30 seconds remain as Barrett Bradley heads in, forcing Pellegrini to send it up the near wall. Intercepted along that red line by Cassiopo as 15 seconds remain on the power play. Haji over the line. Loses it as he meets it into the skates of DeSpirito. It's back out to Bartz along the near wall. Pressure by Cassiopo. They get it to the point for Risberg. Walks in, shoots, save made by Wormley. Dug out by Bradley and sent the length of the ice just as Hunsaker gets out of the box and the Mavericks are back to full strength with a roar of approval from this crowd here gathered, about 150 of them, to watch Omaha and Washington University in Game 2 here this afternoon. 4 for 4 on the power play of the Mavs. Shot in from Haji. Didn't find its way to Wormley. Still loose in front somewhere as a great block from Charlie Shea. Sends the puck behind the net. 2 on it there. Taken down as Rocco DeSpirito sends his man to the ice and a whistle blows. Patrick Bartz taken down behind the cage. by Despirito. Doesn't look like we'll have anything here as both sides head off for line changes after the long penalty successfully killed by Omaha, keeping this game right where it was when we started this period at 2-1 in favor of Washington. We're down to just 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the second. No goals have been scored yet in the middle frame. Omaha has been shorthanded for much of the middle frame. As they win the draw on their own end, Caleb Williams rings it around the near wall. Mercier chips it off the boards. Up ahead to Kozel. 2-on-1 come the Mavs. Andrew Kozel takes a shot. Save made. Pellegrini. Rebound by Mann. Grab to Kozel again. Looking to the net front. Poked off of his stick. Here comes WashU. Maybe a 3-on-1 chance, but a great stick by Williams. Half play for a moment. Kenta Cato in on the attack. Looks, shoots, wide left as he bears down on Wornley. Puck cleared all the way to neutral ice. Picked up there by Noah Ramey, who has to dump it back in. The senior from Oakland, California. Patchen grabs the puck there below the red line, starting up the near wall, giving it to Logan Mercier. He couldn't catch the pass. It was apparently tipped by Elfenbein. No icing as Elfenbein gathers in his own end. Can't clear the zone. Logan Mercier back on it. Gets to Eddie Patchen. Wound up with a shot. Save made. Rebound shot off the crossbar and out. Stayed out. Gathered by Jari and dumped all the way down. Williams touches up, and it'll go for an icing. What a chance by Logan Mercier. Sent it off the bar and out. Everybody here in crimson and black thought that one was in the back of the net to tie it. Instead, off the crossbar, icing, and a face-off in the offensive zone for Omaha with 2 minutes remaining. Forey's in his utility role, started the game on defense, now takes a draw for the Mavericks. It's won by Washington, and they clear their zone. Despirito sends it up ahead for Hunsaker, who redirects it behind the cage. Now Troy meets it there in the near corner, played and does battle with Ramey. Ramey gets it to Sobel, intercepted off of his stick by Shea. Looks to the net front, passes it across to four. He's in the net's kicked off. Pellegrini kicked that right post off with his right pad, and play stops as Charlie Shea was bearing down on the cage. No changes are allowed for Washington, as intentionally kicking that net off was the netminder out of Chesterfield, Missouri, Darren Pellegrini. Pellegrini played his high school days for Mary Institute and Country Day Schools, the Rams in the Mid-States Club Hockey Association, comprising teams of Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois. Beth sends a shot in from the point. It goes behind the cage where Charlie Shea gathers for Omaha. Hunsaker to four. He's out front. Couldn't get his stick on it. Played to the point. Beth keeps it in. Somewhere out in front, Troy Hunsaker has it. Knocked down in front. And a penalty coming up on Wash U. It's their first of the period, as heading back to the box with his second penalty of the game is Cole Hannon. Another cross-checking call on Hannon. This one at 18:53 of the second will give the Mavericks a minute and 7 seconds of power play time to work with in the second, and 53 seconds should they not score here in the third period to start with a 5-on-4 advantage. They win the draw in the offensive zone to start. Kozel to Mercier. Mercier takes a shot. It's blocked by Carazzola. Behind the cage, Forey's taken down. Puck played out to the point. Andrew Kozel there along the blue line. Down the near wall to Mercier and back up again. Across to Hunsaker, and he sends a shot wide left. Wash U collects the rebound and sends it the length of the ice. Wornley traps it there, leaving it for Kozel with 30 seconds to go. Andrew Kozel out of his own zone. Looking for Barrett Bradley. He collects and dumps it down. Hunsaker first to it, leaving it for Bradley. Out to Mercier, across ice for Mann. He couldn't get a stick on it. Now Hunsaker sends one in from the hash marks. Blocked out in front by McNamara. below the red line. Barrett Bradley out to Mercier to the point for Kozel. Looks, shoots off of the pad of McNamara to the far corner. Kozel tracks his own rebound, sends it right back at him from Pellegrini, not in position. He couldn't get the shot on. Mercier with no time left on the clock. And the period ends there with 54 seconds remaining on the Maverick power play, which for a minute and 7 seconds, they were mounting all sorts of pressure to end the period. But at the end of two, we still have a 2-1 game in favor of Washington University as the team skate to the locker room. We'll be right back for the final period of this series between Washington and Omaha on the UNO ACHA Mavericks YouTube stream right after this. Back with you for period number 3 from Ralston Arena, Ralston, Nebraska, and Liberty First Credit Union Arena here alongside Caden McDermott and Matt McFadden. I'm Nate Obrecht. Final period between Washington and Omaha. So far, it is a 2-1 game in favor of the Bears. They took that lead in the first period with just 21 seconds remaining in the frame, with a goal from Brandon D'Souza Chen. From that point on, it has been scoreless. We played a goalless second period. 4 penalties, in fact, were called on the Mavericks in that second period. 1 called against the Bears. That brings our totals to Omaha at 0 for 3 on the power play today, and Washington at 0 for 4. It's the final period, final set of 20. After this, a week off for the Mavericks before their last 2 road games of the season. February 7th at number 17 Dort, and Saturday the 8th in Lincoln against the Nebraska Cornhuskers. They will finish up right back at home here on Valentine's weekend. Friday, February 14th, and Saturday, February 15th, will be the last home games for the Mavericks as they are set to take on the number 3 Air Force Falcons. Those games coming up in mid-February. We've still got one more period to play here in January for these Mavericks, who take the puck first in the third. Captain Troy Hunsaker leaves it for Kozel. Tried to get it to man as Omaha, still with 40 seconds of power play time to work with to start the third. The penalty coming at 18:53 of the second to Cole Hannon as a pass intercepted by Haji, and he'll dump it back down. Omaha starts up with it, but Forey's possibly being called for a whistle. Greco was skating in on the forecheck on the penalty kill, and as Omaha was breaking up the ice, Forey's gets blindsided by Greco, and the Mavs, who were still in possession of the puck, had the whistle stopped as they exited the zone. Penalty on Washington, though Omaha possessed the puck the entire time. Missed call from the officials there, halted a Maverick run, but it does give Omaha a 5-on-3 man advantage to work with for 23 seconds. Interference. The call on Sam Greco gives the Mavericks a 2-man advantage to work with for the next 23 seconds. Then they will have, at most, a minute and 47 seconds of power play time after that. Mercier to the point for Kozel. 5-on-3 are the Mavs, looking for the equalizer. Down low, it's Mercier. Team's leading point getter, now with 33. Sends it behind the cage for Forey's. To the top of the zone for Hunsaker along the near wall. Across ice for Kozel. Shot, scores! It's in! Andrew Kozel ties this one up. 2-2, 59 seconds into the third period and on the power play. Volleyball. 59 seconds into the third period. We are even at 2 as Andrew Kozel nets his team leading 16th goal of the game, a goal of the season, second goal of the game. And on the power play, the Mavericks level this one with the Bears. Unhappy is head coach Chris Nikonovich, who is talking with the linesman. The penalty box door still open on the Wash U side. Logan Mercier goes and gets some notes from his father and equipment manager, Larry Mercier, in the Maverick bench. Our official Walker closes the box. 5 aside are ready to do battle in the center ice face-off dot. 2-2 our score. 19 minutes and 1 second remain here from the community ice at Liberty First Credit Union Arena. We're about an hour and a half away from the second ever pro volleyball match here in Ralston. That'll happen on the far ice behind us. On this sheet, the finale between Washington and Omaha, which is set to be a great one, as Chase Mann, below the zone, gives it to Mercier. Looking out front for Kozo, and he shot it just wide right. Couldn't get his stick completely on it. Great defense from the Bears, and they clear to center ice. Picked up by Despirito. Sends it back down for Kozo. He couldn't get his stick on it, and as Carazzola touches up, it'll be icing on the Mavericks. Tonight, the NCAA Mavericks of the National Collegiate Hockey Conference go for second place in the standings. They're currently third and look for the sweep of St. Cloud State and look for their third consecutive conference sweep, sixth consecutive conference victory. Draw one back to the point. Sobel had it deflected, and it goes out to neutral ice. Great sticks from the Mavericks. Dumped back down. Beth gathers for Omaha, giving it to Despirito to the near wall for Hunsaker. Had an assist on that goal from Andrew Kozel earlier in the period. As Troy now up to 12 assists. As he takes a shot here, saved by Pellegrini with the right pad. Still loose in front. It's gathered by the Bears and cleared. Greco across to Hannon. Hannon loses it along the hash marks on the far wall. Intercepted by Hunsaker. He plays it down low for Beth. Beth behind the net of Kyle Wernley. Rings it around to the far wall for Hunsaker along the hash. He clears to center. Intercepted there by McNamara, who dumps it back in for the Bears. Down low, it's played from Despirito to Hunsaker, and Hunsaker starts back the other way. Ringing behind the net. He looks for Charlie Shea. It's intercepted by Greco. Cross to the point to Kornhaver. Blocked there by Fories to Hunsaker. Glove down by Cato. Troy still battling and gets it out to neutral ice. Dump back in on the attack, but Omaha there to clear to center. Pass up ahead to Fories. Played off the puck. Now cleared to center. Casey tried to bring it back in, but offside were the Mavericks. Still in on the attack. As we get a neutral zone whistle and a face-off right in front of the Washington University bench, in front of head coach Chris Nikanovic. Nikanovic was the MACHA Silver North Coach of the Year in 2020-21 season and the 21-22 season. He's led his team to 3 total MACHA tournament appearances and has won the Eastern Division once. Great accolades for the head coach and former service veteran Chris Nikanovic. As his team tied here with the Mavericks, they got the win last night, 7-3, as Omaha takes the puck out of their own zone. Here comes Barrett Bradley. In on the attack with him is Cassiopo, and Barrett Bradley sends a shot in. Cassiopo taken down, and the Bears touch up below the red line. A penalty upcoming on Wash U. And a little bit of extra words from Haji to Cassiopo here. And now Cassiopo being sent off after getting a shove from Haji. Boy, terrible call there from J.R. Waller. Absolutely brutal, giving Cassiopo the penalty there. But we will be 4-on-4. My goodness. Haji took the penalty and then took Cassiopo along with him after giving him a shove after the whistle. But at 3:37, Haji off for an obvious trip. Cassiopo for a not so obvious. We're not sure of the penalty on Cassiopo, but we're full aside as Kozel takes a shot. Somewhere loose in front. Saved by Pellegrini, but it was loose there. Mercier did his best to try to get on it, but it was cleared out by the Bears. Cassiopo we're going to give an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty to. No call there from Waller as Voorhees brings the puck back in after a weak penalty given to the Mavericks to make it 4-on-4. Greco clears the zone for the Bears. Kozel goes back to retrieve it for Omaha on his own end. He sends it on the near wall for Voorhees. Voorhees looks across ice and gets it to Mercier. Mercier in the offensive zone looking back to Kozel. It's intercepted by Sam Greco. Greco turns, stops, and looks to gather the puck, getting his troops up ahead on the ice. But the pass intercepted, and Mercier sends it ahead for Omaha. Foot race for the puck. Logan Mercier wins that one, and he's taken down hard into the boards by McNamara. Still on it is Shea as he turns and fires. Puck just rolled off the end of the stick blade. No shot there, and McNamara gets it up ahead to Cato. Into the offensive zone, it's Cato. Kenta Cato taken down by Despirito, no call. Near side boards. Here comes Charlie Shea out with it. Shea with Hunsaker. Shea to the near wall, gives it to Hunsaker at the face-off dot. He takes it to the near corner. Back out for Despirito. Looks, shoots, it's off a shin pad. Great block by D'Souza Chen. Down low it goes. Shea takes a cross check in the back from Carazzola. Carazzola grabs the puck now. No call on him as he starts up with it for the Bears. Sends it up to D'Souza Chen, who redirects it into the offensive zone. Does battle there with Mason Beff. D'Souza Chen loses it. Beff, great stick there, sends it to the far wall where Newman gathers. Easton Newman, the Worthington, Minnesota native, bringing the puck up in just his 6th game as a Maverick after starting the season with the Badlands Sabres. Sends the pass out to the point. It's a shot wide right from Despirito. Tracking that one is Hunsaker. Getting it to Bradley. It's intercepted by Cato. He leaves it behind for Sobel, who passes it up to Haji, and Haji dumps it the rest of the way in. Eddie Patchen retrieves it for Omaha. Gets it up to Easton Newman. Tries to send it ahead for Bradley. It goes too far for his stick. And as Sobel touches up, icing is called on Omaha with 13:54 to go. Deadlocked at 2-2 thanks to a first-minute goal from Andrew Kozel. His 16th of the season and 2nd of this game has put the Mavericks in a deadlock with Washington St. Louis, who took the first game of the series last night 7-3 and who leads the MACHA Silver East. Congratulations are in order to the Missouri State Ice Bears, who won Omaha's division, the MACHA Silver West, last night. They will be in the tournament. Omaha still battling for a spot. There's one left. Omaha, Creighton, and Dallas Baptist all vying for that 4th and final tournament spot. Haji takes it into the offensive zone. Now in the slot. Turns, shoots, save Wormley. Someone's out in front. They couldn't get another shot off as the rebound goes to the wall. Picked up by the Mavericks. Grabbed by Kozel. Kozel starts up with it. In on the attack. Andrew Kozel looking for the hat trick and a save made by Pellegrini. Kozel came right across the top of that crease. Nearly got it by Pellegrini on the 5-hole, who had to turn and look behind him before covering up for that freeze. The two sides bickering as we are near the halfway point of period number 3, game number 2 between Omaha and Washington. The Bears win the draw in their own zone. It's Kornhaber. He finally gets it out. Kozel collects in the neutral zone. Picking it up there is Quinton Ray Henrys. Dumping it down low, but intercepted. Out with it comes Mercier. Into the offensive zone. Makes a move, takes a shot, and it's a save by Pellegrini. Far corner, Mercier retrieves his own rebound. Below the red line, it's Chase Mann. Gives it back to Mercier. Down low again. Intercepted as the pass went back out in front. It's Kornhaber taking it out for the Bears. Looking for a pass to Wade Henry's. Too far for him. And Omaha takes possession once more. Played up ahead to Mann, who brings it in on the offensive attack. Mann takes a shot. It's over the head of the goalie and goes high over the cage. Big hit from Chase Mann, and the puck freed up to the wall. Laying down on the ice there. And now Mann gets harassed by a couple of Bears. A perfectly legal check there by the Best logo. Best no longer has the security here at the rink. As Mann delivers the hit, he'll be skating to the bench, not the penalty box. And our trainer heads to the ice to take a look at the injured Bear. Mann being taken off. He's now in the box. He was not initially sent there after the hit. As that's Ryan Berkowitz. Berkowitz getting back up to his feet. An applause from the crowd here gathered at the community ice of Ralston Arena. Liberty First Credit Union Arena as the name changed in 2022. Berkowitz helped off the ice. No other attention needed from the trainer. She's headed back around. And the two sides take a breather before a face-off in the offensive zone for the Bears as Mann is to the box. Seven minutes and 41 seconds into the third. Chase Mann in the box. We're not sure what exactly for. We'll wait till hear the call from David Olson to see what the official might have told him. As it's Chase Mann. A goal and an assist last night for the freshman out of Sioux City. He sits in the box with 12:19 to go in the third as Haji ties his skate along the blue line. That Mastery logo there. Mastery, a logistics division of Werner Enterprises and the main sponsor for the AAA program that calls Liberty First Credit Union Arena home. That's Omaha Mastery, known well by their shiny gold helmets. Shot from the point, blocked by Kozel, and he clears the zone right away. Another major penalty, as this one's going to be a 5-minute penalty on Chase Mann for boarding. Shot sent in. Wernley's net is off as the Mavericks clear the zone. Collected there in his own end by Bradley Ma. Big hit by Mercier along the blue line. Frees the puck up just for a moment as Haji brings it into the offensive zone for the Braves. Haji in the near corner. Leaves it there for Risberg. Behind the cage, Risberg turns around. Gives it down lower. Finding his man, Patrick Bartz, who sends it to Haji. Haji to the top of the zone for Hannon. Cross ice. Gives it to Ma. Shot blocked there by Hunsaker. It's somewhere in his pads, and the whistle blows. As puck in the pants of Troy Hunsaker. He's still having trouble finding it in his breezer after that shot block. As 53 seconds have elapsed on the major penalty given to Chase Mann for boarding at 7:41. Washington wins the draw on the attack and on the man advantage for the 5th time tonight. It's their second major penalty of the game. that they've been given the man advantage for, as Omaha has had 2 called on the Mavericks. Sobel leaves it for Greco to the top of the zone for Cato. Takes a shot, save made by Wernley, and he covers up, holding for the whistle with 10:58 to go in the game. 3:39 on the penalty to Chase Mann as he takes a breather in the box. Face off to the right of Kyle Wernley, confusing the Washington Bears. Wash U, a private university in St. Louis. They are one of 4 ACHA Division III member schools, along with St. Louis University, Missouri St. Louis, and Maryville. Omaha gets to that puck, sends it the length of the ice on the penalty kill. Again, if the Bears should score here on the man advantage, they would still have all 5 minutes of extra attacking to work with. A goal does not negate a major penalty. As Omaha lifts that puck to neutral ice, Cato gloves it down, keeping it from heading 200 feet away from the goal they're trying to score on. Andrew Kozel finally does that, clearing it all the way down, where Pellegrini has to stop it below the red line. From the back wall, Kenta Cato starts up with it for the Bears. Across the blue line, he's had the puck the entire time. Coast to coast comes Cato, and he shoots at the block by Hunsaker with the shin pads. He holds Cato against the wall, winning that puck back, and now 2 aside come in for the Bears. Hunsaker does battle with them, loses it back out to the point for Ma. Ma gives it to Cato. It's poked out by his stick, freed out by Hunsaker. In on the rush comes Andrew Kozel. Kozel behind the last defenseman, he shoots it wide left. It's picked up by Greco. He leaves it on the near wall. Kozel sends it back down low for Mercier. Andrew Kozel looking for his 3rd goal for the Mavericks. He looks, gives it instead to Voorhees in the slot. Voorhees, top of the zone, sends it back to Hunsaker as a delayed call upcoming on the Bears. This will negate the power play as we are down to 2 minutes remaining on the Chase Mann penalty. As touching up there is Bradley Ma. To the box are the Bears for slashing. And at 9:16 remaining in the frame, a slashing call sends Wash U to the box and negates this 5-on-4 power play. It'll be Bradley Ma off for slashing at 10:44 of the 3rd. We will be 4-on-4 for the next minute and 57. Then the Mavericks will have 3 seconds of power play time. That will count as their 5th power play chance of the game. So far, they're 1 for 4. But before we can send somebody to the box, we must first talk with head coach Chris Nikonovich, who wants to get a word in with the officials. Finally, Ma has re-entered the box. The door is shut, and hopefully we can get back to hockey soon. These Maverick crowd growing impatient here as we're nearing the end of this game and end of this season. Just one more road trip coming up February 7th and 8th for the Mavericks, and then the final home series February 14th and 15th against number 3 Air Force. After that, we're hoping the Mavericks have enough in them to make the conference tournament. That would be Friday, February 21st. As we are near the end of this 24-25 season, it's hard to believe. But Omaha has a record of 14-9-2. And a record of 4-6-1 in conference play. Mercier is now headed off of the ice. The penalty box door is back open for for Washington University. Mercier is off the ice. We're not sure what for. Is that Maverick bench starting to thin out? No Colton Kane. He's in concussion protocol after taking a bad hit yesterday. No Caden Van Briesen. He won't be back until the Dordt series after taking a bad hit in the Creighton game. We're still waiting to find out what happened here exactly. As the officials, in much deliberation, we haven't been playing here for quite some time. As Mercier waits in the tunnel, we're not sure if he's going to be allowed back on the ice. The Bears break the huddle with a resounding chant. Everybody's kind of confused here, looking around. As we'll have a draw at center ice. We thought this was a pretty cut and dry penalty coming up on Washington. Since then, a Maverick captain has been sent off of the ice. And we'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute 57. We're not sure what happens after that. 3 Mavericks have made it to the faceoff circle. 4 Bears sit there. Now Beth starts towards the dot. We will be 4-on-4. Mercier has not rejoined play. We believe he will not rejoin play for the rest of this game. As Washington wins the draw. That would be a huge blow for the Mavericks as Logan Mercier leads the team in assists and points. The Bears take the shot. McNamara has his go wide left. Carazzola has to track this down all the way back in his own zone. Carazzola gives it up ahead to Risberg. Risberg across for McNamara. McNamara below the red line. Leaves it back for Haji. Haji to the point for Risberg with a shot wide right. To the opposite side, it's picked up by McNamara, pressured by Cassiopo. He gets it to Haji. Big hit from Charlie Shea. Plays the puck up as he just gets steamrolled there by Charlie Shea, the freshman out of Kearney. McNamara still on the puck. Gets it back to Carazzola. Plays it down to the far corner where Risberg tries to play it out of the skates with Rocco DeSpirito. DeSpirito doing battle there with a couple of Bears. Losing his footing there is McNamara and then playing it back out to the point. Carazzola along the blue line, turns, takes a shot. It's off of his own man. Brock Risberg deflected that one wide, and Haji couldn't keep it in the zone. His stick broken after that hit from Charlie Shea. Haji has to leave his twig behind and head off to the bench. Omaha with the puck here, it's Andrew Kozel. Giving it to DeSpirito and back again. Across to Voorhees, now to Kozel. 7:45 to go in the final period. It's to Voorhees. He couldn't touch up, and icing called on the Mavericks. We'll have a face-off in the offensive zone for Washington right in front of Kyle Wernley. We are 4-on-4 for the next 24 seconds before Omaha gets a 3-second man advantage to work with. Below us in the tunnels, the Omaha Junior Lancers have congregated as the puck goes into the bench. The Junior Lancers getting set for their penultimate home weekend against the Sioux City Metros. The JV team will be playing right after us here at 5 p.m. and then the varsity team at 7. They will finish up the series with Sioux City tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the JV and noon for the varsity. Right back here at Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Admission is free as a lot of those players end up filtering up to the ACHA Division III ranks. And as Rocco DeSpirito pressuring the puck there, he's a former Junior Lancer. His picture's hanging up on the wall down here in that national championship photo on the east side of the arena as Wash U dumps it down low. DeSpirito on the puck again. Can't clear it. Knocked down by Greco. Mann starts the other way with it behind the cage. He looks to the far side. Chase Mann through the skates of one man. Still on the puck is Mann. Gets it to Kozel. Kozel shoots. Blocker saved by Pellegrini. And it's cleared out to neutral ice. Bradley on it there, dumps it back in, where it's picked up by Sobel. Sobel gets it up to Bradley Maw, who's out of the box. We are back to 5-on-5. It's up ahead for Easton Newman in the offensive zone. Newman across the slot. No one was home on the pass. Williams keeps it in the zone, dumping it back down low, where Newman gathers in the far corner. He looks to the top of the zone. Newman turns, shoots, fires. Save made! Rebound, it again! Andrew Kozel gets his third of the game and breaks the tie. Hats off to Andrew Kozel, who has single-handedly put the Mavericks back in front. You'll get it back if you throw it, folks, as the hat should be entering the ice. Andrew Kozel gets his third of the game, a huge tally to put the Mavs in front for the first time in this game. 13:30 of the third. It's Kozel. As Kozel with the assist from Newman and a huge pop from the Worthington contingency here for the assist for Easton Newman, his fourth in 5 games. Back on the attack of the Mavs. Hunsker dumps it down low. It's to the point for Voorhees. Voorhees tried to send it back on. It's deflected wide to the corner where McNamara gathers. Played off the puck by Charlie Casey. Brings it back out in front. No one was home on the back door. Picked up by Risberg, who clears the zone. On the attack is Haji. Great defense from Hunsiker. Frees it up at the red line. Now, D'Souza Chen brings it back in. Wind up shot from Haji. Save made with easily with the stick by Wernley. Puck to the far corner. Kept in at the line by Carrazzola. He dumps it down low. Haji sweeps it further. Picked up by D'Souza Chen. Sends one short side. Save made Wernley. Rebound out in front. It's picked up by Casey, and he'll clear the zone. Casey being hooked and harassed by Haji. No call there. And Washington able to get the puck back. Momentarily as Voorhees picks it up and dumps it. He leaves it behind instead for Kozel. 3 goals already for number 3. And it's the fourth! Andrew Kozel! His 4th goal of the game! Hats! Hats have entered the ice for the 4th goal from Kozel! At 14:59 on the frame, we're going to get a timeout, Wash U, as Andrew Kozel, with his 4th goal of the game, has put the Mavericks up 4-2. What a single-handed performance from the senior out of Omaha, Nebraska, who now has 100 points in his 4-year career with the Omaha Mavericks. Congratulations to Andrew Kozel, and a game for the ages here. Maybe one of the best single-handed performances we've seen for these ACHA Mavericks. At 4 goals for Kozel today. 18 on the season, 58 in his career, and 100 points for the former Northern Cyclone out of the USPHL Premier League. He also played a couple of seasons for the Omaha AAA crew here in town. As breaking the huddle of the Mavericks, heading back out to the face-off dot with a 2-goal lead. It is the first time they have led by 2 this weekend. And just 5:01 remaining in the final period. You guys get word on Monsieur? The draw, one of the pucks in right back in on the offensive attack for the Mavericks. Andrew Kozel, with his 4 goals today, sends it to the opposite corner. Picked up there by Chase Mann. Man looking for Shea. Pellegrini sweeps it back to the corner. Man gathers for the Mavericks. Shea playing on that top line with Omaha after Mercier sent off earlier in this period for unsportsmanlike conduct. He will not return today. The Mavericks have not seemed to miss him too much as Kozel has picked up the slack, putting in 2 goals since Mercier left the ice. As Shea kicks that puck back down into the offensive zone. It's McNamara on it in his own zone for the Bears. Loses the puck along the far wall. It's picked back up, but not out. Shea keeps it at the blue line. Sends one across, looking for Kozel. He couldn't control it. Hunsaker keeps it, leaves it at the point. Andrew Kozel sends one towards the net. Blocked down in front. Newman couldn't meet the rebound. Picked up and sent the other way by Kenta Cato. Cato tried to bring it in, but offside was Steven Jari. And we'll have a face-off right in front of us here in the neutral zone. 3:47 to go. Omaha, 3 goals in this period. Washington University yet to score in the final frame. Omaha wins the draw back. Hunsaker to Forries, up ahead to Newman. Intercepted and played back up by the Bears. Hunsaker grabs it across ice to Forries to Newman once more. Up ahead and into the zone is Easton Newman. Newman takes a shot. Save made Pellegrini. Played back out to the point. Met there by Bradley. Down low to Newman. He couldn't keep his stick on it. It's intercepted by Hannon. Hannon looks up with it. Finds Sam Greco. Greco into the offensive zone. Lines up, shoots. Blocked by Hunsaker to the near corner. Picked up and played. Back out in front. No one was home, and it goes all the way out to center ice. Controlled there by Ethan Sobel. Found Greco, but he was errant on the dump in. Back the other way comes Forey. Shot wide right. Behind the net with under 3 minutes to play. Picked up there by Sobel. Stick lifted by Bradley. He regains the puck and gives to Ma. Breakout pass. Too far for the stick of Greco, and Omaha sends it back into the offensive zone. Hannon starts up, giving the pass to Sobel, who's met right at the blue line as he enters the zone, freeing the puck up before he could gain possession in the offensive end, and Omaha dumps it back down. Caratola turns it up the near side. Despirito gathers for the Mavericks. Beth to Despirito, up ahead to Shea. Omaha dropped their first game of 2025 last night to these Bears by a score of 7-3 after starting out the new year with 2 straight sweeps. Those sweeps equate to 4 straight wins for the Mavericks to start the year. They have now won 4 of their last 5 with the loss last night. Shot in, sends him all the way into the net, but the puck stayed out as it hops wide left. Misplayed there by Pellegrini as the puck gathered in the offensive zone by Newman. He sends it across to Shea with an even 100 seconds left in the game. Shea pokes it free. It's to the neutral zone where Kozel gathers. 4 goals for the man of the match, Andrew Kozel. He dumps it into the near corner, caddy corner, where it's gathered by McNamara. McNamara up ahead to Greco. Pellegrini to the bench. The extra attacker coming on for the Bears. Errant pass in the slot all the way back out to the point for Hannon. Shot blocked by Mann. 1:10 to go. He circles behind the cage. Mann pressured by Greco. Can't clear the zone. Intercepted by McNamara. Kozel gets to it. Sends it all the way down. Wide right. And touching up is Risberg. With 57.9 to play. Risberg makes it icing on the Mavericks. 4-2 our score. Omaha leads. 6 men on the ice for Wash U. The regular 5 plus a goalie for Omaha. The Bears win the draw. Sobel dumps it down low. Picking up that puck in the near corner and pinning it against the wall is Hunsaker. Takes his man down. Another call. Haji down on the ice there. As the puck played up the wall. As the 2 sides screaming for each other. Whistles on both sides possibly. And more fist and cuffs As Wernley getting into it with Haji now. Hunsaker off. 42 seconds remain. Coach Harrahill's going to take his timeout. They will head to the bench. As also at 19-18, a penalty called on Patrick Bartz. So we will have 4-on-4 for the final 42 seconds of regulation time. Omaha leads by 2 as they take a timeout. Coach Harrahill wants a word with his guys to calm them down before the final 42 seconds of action from Liberty First Credit Union Arena here today. The crowd has been great. The players have been exceptional, especially Andrew Kozel, who has 4 goals in this game alone. Kozel had 2 hat tricks last year. This is his first of 2024-25. As Coach Harrahill gives instructions to his team, his eldest son, Lawson Harrahill, sits in the box giving instructions to Troy Hunsaker, the captain. The Bears break for the faceoff dot to the right of Kyle Wernley, who sits in the cage. He has made 32 saves on 34 chances for Wash U today. Omaha wins the draw. They send it the length of the ice. As Haji goes up to touch up, it'll be icing. As the crowd of more than 150 clamoring in favor of their UNO Mavericks, who have played exceptionally in this third period. 5-on-4. We are right now with the empty net at one end and 2 men in the box, 1 for either side, as a shot comes in from the point from Ma, and it's saved by Wernley. Draw 1, back out to the point for Haji. Sent down to Greco. Greco, top of the circle, back up to the point for Hannon. He sends one towards the net. It deflects up high and goes out of play with 24.2 to go. After this, a week off for the Mavs, then on the road at Dordt before the final conference game against Nebraska on Saturday, February 8th. Omaha needs that game and 2 losses from Dallas Baptist against Creighton that same weekend to clinch a playoff berth. But today, all it took was 4 goals off the stick blade of Andrew Kozel as we are down to 10 seconds left. And Haji takes the puck into the offensive zone for the final time for the Bears. 4 seconds and 3 tick away. Despirito sends it up the ice, off the wall. It goes all the way down. And Omaha takes this one from Washington University by a score of 4-2. All 4 goals coming off the stick blade of Andrew Kozel, who is without a doubt our first star tonight, as Omaha skates to a series split with Washington University. They've won 5 of their last 6 games and will be off next weekend before a road trip to Dordt and Nebraska on February the 7th and 8th. From all of us here at the arena to all of you listening wherever you are, thank you for tuning in to the UNO ACHA Mavericks on YouTube. We'll be right back with you next week on the road. Thank you for tuning in and have a great rest of your weekend.